Hi there, Smoke Master D coming at you with another barbecue buyer's guide. This one to some of the worst barbecue reviewers. I do want to preface it with the sum of part because I have not gone through all of them. I've just gone through some, and there may be worse out there. I don't know. But these are some of the ones that I found that were not so great. Alternatively, there might be some that should have been in my top 5 that I didn't see. So if your favorite barbecue reviewer didn't make that list and should have, I am sincerely sorry. But let's take a look at what I did find. All right, and here were the top 5 that I had. Amazing Ribs at number 1, the Barbecue Lab, Smoke Barbecue Source, Food Fire Friends, Burning Brisket. And I'm going to link that video here if you want to jump back to that one. And here we have the Amazon affiliate program. I go into more detail on that in the previous video as well, but it is the reason why so many people have become reviewers of smokers and offset smokers. And they're not the only affiliate program out there. Walmart also has one. So if you see a lot of Amazon or Walmart links, just be wary. And here is the offset smoker. This is a diagram of what an offset smoker is. And one of the big problems I found with a lot of these reviewers was that they didn't know that this is what an offset smoker should generally look like. There's a main cooking chamber, and then there's a chamber that is offset, as in to the side, that will contain the fire. And so the fire and heat is going from one chamber horizontally to another chamber. That's what an offset smoker is. If there's no horizontal, and it's kind of a little bit more diagonal, but if there's no horizontal movement that way, it is not an offset smoker. So a lot of people confused about that. A lot of reviewers confused about that. People who are presenting themselves as experts or as knowledgeable people who are not. And if you see the top right there, that is going to be the offset smoker count. So it's going to be, 1 for 1 or, 2 out of 5, however many they actually got right. And that is how I've ordered them. So it's going to be from the most that they actually got the offset smokers on their list were actually ones to the least. So let's begin. And here we're going to start off with number 6, Seriously Smoked. And you see right there that his number 9 was a pellet grill, Z Grills, and that's from Jim Bob, a longtime contributor to Seriously Smoked. And I don't exactly know why it's always Z Grills that seem to make these lists, and why people think that they are offset smokers. They are not. For pellet grills, the pellet hopper looks like it's offset, and in a way, the hopper is offset. But the fire is actually in the main chamber. The pellets are fed with an auger to a fire pot that is below where the grates are and whatever it is you're smoking or cooking. So there are no pellet smokers that are offset, just so you know. And that wasn't the only problem with Jim Bob's article there on Seriously Smoked. All of his stuff was linked to Amazon, and I didn't exhaustively look through his article, but one thing I noticed was that the Oklahoma Joes, he said that they were 12 gauge steel, and from another source, I've learned that they are 2.5 millimeter. And you can see on that chart there, so 2.4 millimeters is 13 gauge and 2.78 is 12 gauge. So 2.5 is a whole lot closer to 13 gauge than it is to 12. Yet he said that they were 12 gauge. He also said that after the Charbroil takeover of Oklahoma Joe's, that they made their grills with the same care in the United States, whereas I am under the impression that they are, assembled in the United States, but mostly made elsewhere. I found that that section was not particularly accurate. Now, the next one is going to be Renee, and I really thought that she was going to be last, just because some of the things about what I found out. But when I decided to order it in the number of, actual offset smokers to not, she did better than a lot of people who really, really should have known more or known better. So go Renee for doing that, but you'll see why she made this side of the list very shortly. All right. Now, the first thing we have to understand is this is the real Reading Renee. She's a blogger who blogs about books. As the title Reading Renee might suggest, readingrenee.com. And here's one of the books she did, Overkill. A great many of the books that she reviews have men on them without their shirts on. So that gives you sort of an idea of what kind of blogger she is, which isn't a bad thing. But definitely not the person that you would think would, start reviewing barbecue grills. One thing about Renee, the real Reading Renee, is that she doesn't post any pictures of herself, which I suppose opens her up to this kind of identity theft. So it was a very, very strange thing to come across Reading Renee reviews. I just threw this up here just sort of as a reference. What is a reverse flow offset smoker? And then there's a picture of an offset smoker that's not reverse flow. If you know anything about reverse flow smokers, you know the smokestack is on the side where the firebox is. And that's a picture of the regular Oklahoma Joe Highland right there, as opposed to the reverse flow. So all right, and here's a little bit of the writing of Reading Renee. This is another tip off that the blogger is not the person behind this website. And here we go. Hi, I'm Renee. My passion for grilling delicacy gradually built during the time I was living with my parents. My family members, especially my mother, was a great fan of grilled dishes to and from the love of food. I started preparing smoked food with my mom. This bonding helped me to know more and more about to smoke, grill, what always I share on readingreneereviews.com. So in 2 words, you can call me a barbecue lover. Yes, Renee, that is 2 words. There were a lot of words in that, weren't there? Just kind of get the sense of what we're dealing with here. Obviously, somebody who English is not their first language. Okay, so we read another one here. Besides, Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn reverse flow smoker gives you a mix of the vertical, smokestack, and the dampers. These variables will give you a chance to have full command over the temperature of the warmth on your hand. The warmth on your hand. Yep. The hand warmth is very important, Renee. Very important. Okay, and lastly, this smoker gives toughness, execution, and flexibility to your open air cooking with up to 1,382 square creeps of cooking space. The overwhelming measure smoking chamber accompanies pre-introduced chrome-covered hot dog snares. Hot dog snares. I've never heard of hot dog snares. Nope. Yeah. You could say that I was entertained reading Renee Review's offset smoker article. I was very entertained. It was not very informational, but I was very entertained. So I dug a little bit deeper. This was the one pellet grill that she had on there that wasn't an offset smoker. Again, a Z Grills. And here we have, I did a TinEye search on her. So all you have to do a TinEye search is snip the photo, and you do a search, and it searches for the picture. And it brought up a Twitter account for an Ada Marie. Who's Ada Marie? Is she the real Reading Renee? That's a great question. You see the first tweet there 44 of the best affiliate programs that pay the highest commission. And there's a bit.ly link there. Of course, Amazon affiliate program is the one that seems to be targeting there with the Offset Smoker review. And then there's a second tweet. Check it out. Made on Fiverr. Design you a high converting Shopify store website. So Fiverr is a service that connects you to people with skills. So it's very strange that she would be giving a shout out to somebody on Fiverr. And if we go to that website, the person behind that, the actual seller, is this developer Naz. Is developer Naz this man from Bangladesh? Is he the real person behind Reading Renee reviews? I don't know. There's a contact me button there. I could have sent him something, but yeah, I don't know. There are all sorts of possibilities in my mind about what this is. Is he a real person? Is this Ada Marie a real person? Are they working together on this? Is he the whole person behind this? And there's no Ada Marie, there's no Renee, it's just him. As you can see, the internet's a pretty shady place. Pretty shady place. So that's Reading Renee right there. Reading Renee reviews. All right, and number 8, this guy, Lionel Andres, I believe that he is also from another country. I think that he's maybe from an Eastern European country. That's my guess. But he is a co-founder of the Offset Smoker, and he did this article. In fact, I believe he does all the articles on the offsetsmoker.com. You see the way that he does things. I had to deal with thousands of Google searches, but finally found the solution to every single problem. So basically, he has what I assume is no actual experience smoking barbecue and tries to learn everything through the internet. And these are his top picks here, the professional and the high end. I don't know what kind of professionals would use this Dynaglow Offset Smoker, nor do I know who would consider this Oklahoma Joe Longhorn Offset Smoker. Doesn't even bother to mention that it's the reverse flow. I don't know who would consider that high end. So, some very interesting choices. As you can see, he also got 11 out of 13 offset smokers correct. Both of these top picks are offset smokers. So again, he's doing better than some people on our list. All right, and here's another thing from his list. So the Smoke Hollow Outdoor Leisure SH30 628 40-inch barrel. Apparently, it's never hot if you touch it. I didn't know that either. The barrel leaks smoke, so smoking will take longer. Yep, never hot. All right, and then number 9, the Outdoor Man Cave, which got a whopping 2 out of 5 for correct offset smokers. So what you should know when buying an offset smoker. Offset smokers are either powered by gas, electric, or by charcoal. I didn't know the gas or electric part. Yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are no gas or electric offset smokers. At least I've never seen one. All right. So, and here they say, we took a look at about half a dozen offset smokers and we shared our thoughts concerning each of them below. I think they just went to Amazon and looked at the first, 5 smokers and just threw them on here. But anyways, the best gas offset smoker there, not an offset. This char griller, the strange thing is they actually sell, I believe, an offset box separately that you can buy and then put on that charcoal grill smoker to make it an offset smoker. But strangely enough, I don't think they included that that little tidbit in the article. So, and then lastly, the best electric offset smoker, Masterbuilt, also not an offset. So, outdoor man cave. Maybe they should get out a bit more. And then the prize goes to Bob Vila for number 10, the absolute worst. And there's Bob Vila up there in the corner. I love Bob Vila. And I of course know him from his cameos on the Home Improvement show with Tim Allen. So Bob Vila was always the one who, Tim wanted to be, because Bob Vila was a real tool guy. And now, he became a brand. So he has a website. And this Timothy Dale person is a plumber and a carpenter. And, I'm sure that works pretty well for most of the articles he's going to put on Bob Vila's website. But as for making an offset smoker one, not so much. And as you can see, I gave him 1.5 out of 6. So, we have the not offset smokers here. The gravity feed, charcoal from Masterbuilt, that the fire pot is still right there in the bottom of the chamber. I can't remember what that, gas one is there. And, they have a pellet grill from Z Grills, like usual. And then the ones that are actually offset smokers. And I only gave that Oklahoma Joe's a half. They put it down for the best gas offset smoker. So, I didn't feel like that deserved full credit. So maybe you can bump it up to 2 if you want to. But I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 6. Yep. Yeah, Bob. Yeah. All right. Offset smokers, also known as barrel smokers or horizontal smokers, are used regularly by professional and home chefs to make the most of meats and other foods. See, that's the crazy thing. Like, they made a definition. Yeah, the horizontal part. Horizontal. Nope. All right. Well, I think that is the end of our episode on the worst reviewers, or some of the worst, actually. Be a savvy consumer. When you're going to looking for reviews, go back to my top reviewers and in the other video, and look at their stuff. Don't look at these people's stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. All right. Signing off, and next week I think we're going to dip our toes in the pellet smoker market. So please like and subscribe.